Well, what have we here? You don't look like one of the woman in red's little henchmen now, do you? No, there's a far more noble soul resting snug inside that skin, isn't there? Isn't she exquisite? I've spent some time groping around in that great rocky head of hers, but her deepest fear still eludes me. No matter for now. These darling forest creatures are dear as fawns with their sweet little worries. Once I've sucked each one of them dry, I'll put all 10 fingers into Mrs. Spirit of the Forest here. Come on, sugar, just a little hint. Mayhem? Shame? Clowns? Maybe she's just fussing since I got my hands on that little old runestone of hers. Is that it? Oh, that! Quite the hot object these days, isn't it? The woman in red just offered me quite the reward if I'd use it to open the Source Temple for her. You wouldn't happen to be after a similar sort of deal, would you? By the looks of you, I'm quite certain an arrangement could be reached. I've always been one for the deal, after all, and it just so happens there's something I'm quite sure you could do for me. Ralzan Axaroth, one of my most ancient enemies, has been summoned alongside the very forest I've claimed. The woman in red intends him to guard the entrance to the Source Temple, but if I know the bloodthirsty beast, he's already set his eyes upon the creatures of this forest. Their souls are mine by right, and I won't share them with that brute and his gnashing hounds. Now, I can't go crossing the woman in red, but you don't seem to share the same allegiances. Destroy Ralzan Axaroth, and the runestone is yours. release my grip? Oh, but you've got it quite backward, darling. I'd much rather feel your bones snap within my fist than let one of you go.
Awaken and serve!
Your grave opens to welcome you. What's up?
lied and sliver.
Seven, have mercy on your soul. I run, they fall. I like this game.
The Guardians? My word, how changed you are. And yet, still how gloriously the divine light shines upon you. You've slain the demon. Balbareth's reign of anguish is over. The Guardians have returned, and oh, how their glory shines. I am one of the ancients of our realm, a spirit of the forest and keeper of arcane knowledge. Since the great change of source, it has been my mission to care for the creatures tainted by the darkness of source, to heal them as best I could, and to ease their suffering when healing was impossible. When the Lich Queen Cassandra overtook these woods, I regarded her with pity. Long have I searched for a way to reverse her terrible condition, hoping not only to heal her, but to release her grip upon this forest. With Balbareth dead, I can return to my work of healing. It pains me terribly to think upon the damage the Fiend has already caused. The Fiend seeks to defile all that is good, all that is joyful and natural. I was an obvious target. But worse than this imprisonment is what the beast has taken from me. An ancient rune more valuable than any relic in all of Rivellon. Only myself and the Keeper of the Source were possessed of these ancient runes, and we swore to protect them. The rune grants access to the Source Temple at the heart of this forest, and within that temple lie the most ancient secrets of the Divine. Balbareth used the rune to grant an intruder access to the temple, and now I fear all is lost. Getting through the temple is nigh impossible. The trial of ascension allows only the most devout sorcerers into its deepest chamber, where the portal to the first garden lies. But I can share with you a secret, a way to circumvent the trial. When you enter the temple, stay close to your right. Eventually you'll run into a weak wall. A well-placed strike will cause it to crumble, and you'll find yourself within the High Templar's office. There, you'll find a teleportation mirror, which will deliver you to the portal to the first garden. I'm certain the intruders at the Source Temple intend to find that portal. You must stop them before they do. The first garden is the realm of the Divines, and who knows what terrible havoc they intend to wreak within that holy realm. Why, Guardians, that garden is yours. It is where you kept your vigil over the God Box until the void escaped, and you disappeared from time. Astarte dwells there still, along with the dreaded Void Dragon. They will battle into eternity, unless someone tips the scales. As Balbareth's presence tainted my mind, I began to lose hope. But now it's clear. The Guardians have returned, and you will deliver us. This forest owes its life to you, dear Guardian. Every creature you meet has you to thank for its survival. I'll remain here for now. It will take some time to regain my former strength, but already I feel the soul of the forest reviving me, and I pass this blessing on to the forest's creatures. Thank you, our Guardian. Your triumphs are triumphs for us all.
I feel better already.
You. Who are you? How you shine. How you glow with the... Ah, dear savior. I felt her essence the moment you released her from that monster's grip. The creatures of this forest, thank you. You are...
Back on my feet again. I needed that.
What do I spy? Remarkable. A living, breathing something, it seems. You dare to approach me here, mortal? Don't you know who I am? Don't you know what I do? The sister of the king, of course. The phantom of the woods, of course. The mother of all corpses, of course. The ruler of the dead. It is self-evident. I am Cassandra, queen of the Phantom Forest. And you have come where you are not welcome. The only king, Brachus Rex. He rules all of Rivellon, and I, his double, rule too. For a time, at least. We were forged together by our very souls, and all that was his was mine, and all that was mine his. But it's no wonder you haven't heard of me. He's gouged me from history, one statue, one tablet, one scroll at a time. But make no mistake, I live. Strange, isn't it? How a love greater than the gods themselves can tear you from time. But time matters little to me anymore. No, it floats past me unfelt as light upon a blind eye. To hide his weakness, to conceal his greatest misdeed. My brother was a kind ruler before he became a rabid tyrant, but his descent into madness was swift. Power he gained, and with it a terrible fear of death that hounded him ceaselessly night and day. He stationed 100 guards outside his bedchamber and mine, but still he kept awake all night, expecting assassins. He soon determined that he must diminish his risk. I, his sister, forged to his soul, was his greatest liability. My death would spell his, and so he sought to break the bond between us. My brother is a clever sort. Once he sets his mind to a task, it's good as done. Brachus discovered that while we lived, the forge could not be broken. But this did not deter him. No, for Brachus there are only temporary difficulties. And so he turned me into an immortal creature. Living, yes, but wedded to death. A lich, destined to roam, ever half alive among the world of the living. We were lost to one another. We who had walked hand in hand through all of life. We who shared each thought, each trial with perfect understanding between us. I was cast out and aside. And Brachus, empowered by his new freedom, went on to rule. But I've never forgotten his betrayal. No, I've spent centuries searching, seeking, until the perfect solution appeared before me. How better to have guaranteed my brother hated his own cold, cruel heart than to make him feel my torment. I discovered how to restore our soul forge, and I determined to bind our souls once more. The torment of the never-arriving grave would have haunted him as it haunts me. The pain his betrayal caused me would have been his to savor. But in the end, my brother found a worse fate than any I could have devised. Source King that he was, Brachus was stricken down not once, but twice. First opposed, then resurrected, then defeated once more. I can think of no finer torture for that proud madman than to come to the cusp of glory, only to be cast back down for all time. Is that so? You, a frail mortal, laid low the eternal crown of Brachus Rex? How sinfully inglorious. Yes, how humiliating for the so-called Lord of Chaos to find himself run through by a slave to age and order. I do believe thanks are in order. To show my gratitude, I will allow you to roam my woods at your own discretion. This is no mean feat that I swear to tolerate the stench of your living flesh, mortal. Take it as a tremendous honor. Is that so? And how might I weigh the debt of a mortal? Could you do more for me than, say, a boar, a wolf? Does your kind not serve me best when the lovely blush of rot swells along your delicate hide? Still, I do suppose we could come to an agreement. Ahu, the one I love, is reluctant to admit that he loves me too. He clings to the past like a fading old man. So I desire to drive him from denial into acceptance. He is a stubborn one, though, that pussycat. And he has mastered the magic I once filled him with better than I had foreseen. That is why I need an ingredient even he cannot resist. An ingredient called stasis fern. There is a spirit in this forest called Shiera, who is known to possess like rarities. Alas, she seems to have quite vanished. It's simple, really. Find her, obtain the stasis fern, and the spell you desire shall be yours. It is an anomaly. A plant that is said to have grown in another realm altogether than Rivellon. The first garden, a place of myth and miracle. There, so the spirits of this forest told me, it bloomed and delighted with its fragrance no more. Yet taken from the first garden and brought here, it took on source-like particularities. Its magic is one of permanence. A magic as eternal as the world from whence it came, and with it, what I want will be mine. Ahu, my lover forever. Obviously, but that would be a disaster now, wouldn't it? A disaster of such proportions that I'd have to vent my rage on your innards. There is nothing left to discuss, oh frail little thing. Bring me the stasis fern so that I can show this cat one cannot defy Cassandra.
Source Hunter, how glad I am to see you. Tread carefully. Weigh your every word. Cassandra has become more devious than I ever dared dream. You hit the nail on the head, Hunter. That is exactly what Cassandra wants to do. Kill the part of me that is cat, and claim for herself that which is human. No! I cannot bear it. I cannot. I am a cat, and always was. I remember my many siblings. My mother giving us suckle, licking me clean with a gentle purr. Yes, I remember the freedom of a pre-conscious existence. That is who I am, not a man. For what is it that humanity has given me? Nothing but suffering. Nothing but hurt and heartbreak. So stop her, Hunter. For the love of the Seven, stop Cassandra. To be human for all time is a fate worse to me than death. All too well. Even in my human guise, I'd have gone quite as white as I am now at the mere mention of that otherworldly wonder. stasis fern. In Cassandra's hands, an instrument of ultimate torture. Ambrosia in my own. She'd use it to consolidate my human form everlastingly. You cannot let her have it at any cost. But should you find it, Hunter, please bring it to me instead. With stasis fern, that ultimate catnip, I can become the being I most desire to be. A cat once more and forever. Careful, friend, for it'll be your death, not hers. She boasts that the magic she weaves makes her immortal, and I don't doubt the might of her sorcery. Nevertheless, where there is source hunters follow. Perhaps there may be a weakness in her fortifications still. This forest teems with wretched souls. They may know things we know not.
You will submit to me. You will take the guard. I've yet to peel the flesh from your... There is nothing left to discuss.
Will take you. The forest will go no further. I am her prey. The dead page will take you. The forest will hold you.
Feel my my fiery wrath.
touch her. Back. Turn back while you can.
Intruder spied.
She is coming.
I'll be right back. I'm on fire! Winds with my form beyond perception!
Intruder spied. Intruder spied. Intruder Intruder spied. Intruder spied.
Seven, aid me! Winds with my form beyond perception!
Intruder spied. Intruder spied. Intruder spied.
Winds with my form beyond perception!
Spied. Intruder 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 spied.
Turn back! Turn back, while the Phantom will take you. The forest will hold you.
Intruder spied.
The Temple of Death welcomes only its likeness.
Intruder spied. Intruder spied. Intruder spied. Intruder spied. Intruder spied.
Where is our spirit? Where has she fled? Turn back. These lands belong to her. The Queen of the dead, the Queen of the doomed, Cassandra. I am her fruit. Burn her bones. Make her weak. Burn her bones. Our spirit, where has she fled?
The Temple of Death welcomes only its likeness.
Intruder spied. Intruder spied.